Hey everybody, this is Ben back again, and welcome back to another video in which for today's video I figured that because I did the well, this was something I actually thought of pretty recently. I was thinking of like maybe another video that I should do like upstairs, but then I decided that because of the fact that how I did, you know, my DVD collection children's titles video, in which, by the way, it's been doing pretty successful, which I think you guys for that has like 9.1, I think, or maybe 9.2K views, which is, which for the amount of time it's taking, like, to reach that far, like, up to this point, like, a couple of weeks after I uploaded, it's pretty insane. None of my other videos, I don't think, had reached that far, which is cool, but anyways, I figured that because of that, how I did the DVD collection children's titles videos. Now I'm gonna now show you guys my VHS collection children's titles videos, which is the videotapes, which is also a request from Prism's Movie Cavern. So if you're watching, this is for you. But at the same time, this was not something that I thought of doing on my own without, you know, thinking of you. So, but again, if you're watching, this is for you. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right into this. Of course, there's a lot of tapes in this bag, which I've shown in other videos. So anyways, of course, by the way, these do not count any, like, family-oriented movies, like Disney movies or films from other studios. These are only, like, the stuff that are aimed more toward little kids and stuff. Like I did with the DVDs, these are the tapes that are more appealing more for children. But adults can still be appealed to them as well, so. But anyways, I guess, since there's a lot of tapes in here, we're gonna have to do some digging around, so yeah. But anyways, we're gonna probably start off with this one here, which is Dragon Tales Keep on Trying. I'm gonna maybe put that there for now, just because there's so many tapes in here. Here's a Disney sing-along songs video, Happy Haunting. I'm not gonna read the print dates on any of the tapes. I just want to just show them to you as they are. So that's Inspector Gadget, which doesn't count. Here's I'm not sure if this counts as a kid's video. I'm not really sure, but it's Ziggy's Gift. I mean, it is a cartoon based on the comic strip, so I think it might be appealing to little kids, but I'm not too well, kids and adults, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, over here is Magic School Bus Butterflies. Some of these I found while digging while I was into that bin where the DVDs and the other tapes are. I'm gonna put that out. These also don't count any Charlie Brown tapes. Like this one, I'm not gonna count any of them. Here's another sing-along songs tape, Beach Party at Walt Disney World. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some dig what I'm gonna do is because I don't really, because I don't have to show you like me removing the tapes out of here just to get more access in here. So what I'm gonna do is I might pause this at times for the tape removal part, and then I can continue filming once I show you the tapes that are cleared out, and then I can see if there are more children's stuff in here. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so I have some of these tapes taken out, so now you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna pause this at times and remove some tapes, for easier access, like I said. So anyways, here's some more in here, which is Frosty the Snowman, and then we also got Mighty Messengers, Jonah and the Whale. Then down here is a VeggieTales tape, which is, can't read what that's, Larry Boy and the Fib from Outer Space. And then here's another VeggieTales tape over here, which is The Toy That Saved Christmas. Here's another sing-along songs tape. Oh no, that's Mickey. That's Mickey and the Beanstalk there. Here's a Wiggles tape, Toot Toot. Then we also have oh, that's a movie there. Oh, here's a Sesame Street video, which is 25 wonderful years, so it's an anniversary tape, a musical celebration. All right, I'm gonna cut it here again, and I'm gonna show you them, and I'm gonna search through some more, like maybe on this side. So I'm gonna be right back. All right, so under through here, well, these are upside down, but there was Magic School Bus in the Rainforest there. Then we have a JJ the Jet Plane tape, which is, I think it's one of the earlier JJ tapes, which is JJ's First Flight. And let's see what's the tape underneath. Oh no, that's a different thing. And yeah, those don't count because those are more for adults. But set them down here. Let's see if we can search through any more, if there's any in here. Okay, I went through that. Oh, over here is a See How They Grow tape, which is, I have a few of them. And then let's see if maybe this is... Here's another sing-along songs tape, The Bare Necessities. And then here's The Great Divide. Right there, I think it's some Christian tape, I'm not too sure. Alright, I'm gonna cut it here again, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's some more tapes up here, which we got Willy Poly Oly, Happy Hearts Day, and then we also have this tape down here, Random House Video, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, All the Things You Can Think, and the Flip Book. And then one of the tapes that's fallen out, get that one. All right, let's go through some of these and see if there's some. Okay, this is another sing-along songs tape, Disneyland Fun. Okay, not that one, that's not a children's thing. Then this one is another sing-along songs tape, Under the Sea. And then we have, okay, that doesn't count. I think I showed that one earlier. But sometimes it's... Oh, back over here is another sing-along songs tape, which is Flick's Musical Adventure, Disney's Animal Kingdom. Then let's go through some of these. Okay, that doesn't count. And then that doesn't count. Bear in the Big Blue House Live there. And VeggieTales, Where's God When I'm Scared. Another VeggieTales tape, which is Are You My Neighbor? Then that's a Charlie Brown tape, which I'm not going to count. All right, I'll be back yet again. Okay, here's another VeggieTales tape right here, which is Josh and the Big Wall, and then Peter and the Wolf over there. All right, then okay. Oh, here's Disney Sing-Along Songs Zippity Doodah, and there's Disneyland Fun, which I showed earlier. Okay, let me check for these tapes. Okay, there's the Sesame Street one, which I showed earlier. There's the Larry Boy one, which I showed earlier. The Little Drummer Boy, which I hadn't showed earlier, but there it is. Then there's some more tapes in here, but I'm gonna cut it again, like as I keep saying. Okay, here's a few more tapes in here, which this is the VeggieTales, A Very Silly Sing-Along. This one is Sing-Along Songs Camp Out at Walt Disney World. Then we got some more sing-along songs, Topsy-Turvy. I have a ton of sing-along songs tapes. That's a music tape, so that doesn't count. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count either, obviously. Then show that one. There's Thomas and the Magic Railroad right there. And then, alright, cut it yet again, and I'll be right back. Okay, here's some more right here, which is Kipper, The Visitor, and Other Stories, and sing-along songs, Let's Go to the Circus. I think I might have showed that, but I don't remember. I don't think I had, but there's so many tapes that it's like hard to remember which one's which, and you might want to, you forget about it, that you end up coming back to that same one and say it again. But alright, show those already, and then I think there's some more here. Gather's Bond Fishtails. Yeah, I showed that one already. Oops, some tapes fell. I'll tell you. get them after. Alright, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna go through some of these and maybe see if there's one. There's a couple more in here that I don't think I've showed, but I think, yeah, there's a couple more, but I don't think I've showed them, so I'm gonna go through them and see. I did found another See How They Grow tape, which is volume 1, but I'm gonna be right back and I'll look for a few more. Here's a couple more in here, which this one is Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, which the sticker label's in bad shape, but it is what it is. And then I guess I'll probably might as well show it. This is more of a parenting video, Let's Go Potty, so it's not really technically a children's thing, but I mean, it does deal with kids, and it is a parenting video, so I figured I might as well show it. Alright, so I did look through more, and I don't think there is, well, actually, I think there's one that I am missing, and it's a Thomas and Friends video, which just makes someone happy, but because there's, like, so much digging around in here, it's, like, really hard to, well, I guess I'll tell you what, I'll try one more time and see if I can find it, because that's what I'm trying to look for, and maybe I'll, if I remove a few of these tapes, maybe I'll find it for you. Okay, so I found what I was looking for, and it's Make Someone Happy right here, which is the other Thomas video I have, and then I also have an Alvin the Chipmunks video, which is a Chipmunk Christmas. So I think that might be all the children's stuff that is in this bag, and I have the rest of them in that bin, which I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to put these back, and I will be back in just a second for the bin. Okay, I am back now. I am moving on to this bin here, which, as you can see, I got the lid open. And so I picked up everything over there, which, as you know, it looks different than how it looks, but that's because I don't really, where it originally was, it's like impossible to get the back to how I wanted it at the start of the video, but anyways, let's go on with these tapes in here. So, of course, this is where I showed the DVDs earlier, so we're going to start with these tapes right here, which is Return of the King, Kingdom Under the Sea. This one I'm not going to count. This one is more of an instructional video, so that doesn't count. Then here is Christmas A Time for Joy, and then this here I don't know what it is because the label's ripped. Then here's Growing Up Wild tape, which I have a ton of these. So this one is Giraffe Jamboree. Then this one I don't know what it is. This one's like an instructional video on how to use a barbecue, and the Wiggles You'll Be Wiggling, which I don't have the tape for anymore. Or, I mean, I think I still do have it, but I have no idea where it is, so but I do have the case for it, though. Here is another VeggieTales tape, which is The Toy That Saved Christmas, which is a later release from, like, the late 90s, I think. Because, you know, I got the other one in there, which is in the regular black case, the regular black tape color, and it has a sticker label, but this one has a green tape and a purple ink label. Alright, I think that's all the ones that were over here, so now I'm gonna remove a few of these. Now I'm gonna show you these tapes here. We're gonna start with over here, which is the Homecoming Kids Campout, Lion Cheatin' and a Hot Lollipop, Pride, Prejudice, and Fudge. These are both Little Dogs on the Prairie tapes. Another VeggieTales tape, which is Dave and the Giant Pickle, Growing Up Wild, Tons of Fun, 3-2-1 Penguins. I'm not going to read the subtitle because it's hard to see from over here. And then Puppy Dog Tales, more Growing Up Wild tapes. So I think the Growing Up Wild tapes, which I'm not going to really read the title of I'm just going to read the video title, but not the title of the series itself. But anyways, that one is Just Quackers, a City Mouse and Country Mouse tape, which is Strauss Mouse, Fish Fiesta, Fuzzy Wuzzy Bears, which is in a dark sticker label for some reason. It's Hoots, and we have Monkey Business. So that's it for this area. Now we're going to this area. We got well, this I'm not going to count. This is just something on How to Fly, Spouts Ahoy, Matador Mouse, another Country Mouse and City Mouse tape, Sesame Street Elmo's World Makeup with Elmo, Those Amazing Mice and Their Flying Machines, that's another Country Mouse and City Mouse tape, along with this one, Swiss Chocolate Mouse, Real Twisters, which doesn't count, but you have seen it. So anyways, that one is Rompin' Ruse. And then this one here is Kittens and Caboodles. I think that's what it is. Fisher, there's a Little People tape, which is, it's Discovering Animals Volume 3. Here's a Blue's Clues tape, which I have a ton of these. So this is, that one's Story Time. And then we have Mousecovitz. Then over here we have another Homecoming Kids tape, which is Go West. We got Cuddly Critters, which is again another Growing Up Wild tape along with Frontier Friends. Then we have Slap Happy Swimmers. Great Yeti Adventure. That's another Country Mouse and City Mouse tape along with Klondike Mice. Yeah, a lot of these are upside down, but it doesn't really matter. There's Blue's Clues Season 1 through 3's Little People, Discovering Animals at the Farm, Rescue Heroes, Underwater Nightmare and Eye of the Storm. Then we got Blue's Clues, Rhythm and Blue, Blue's Clues, Stop, Look, and Listen, Growing Up Wild, Frantic Antics, I think that's what it is called. And then we have Leaping Lizards. And then here's another VeggieTales tape over here, which is Lyle and the Kindly Viking. There's another VeggieTales tape in here, which I thought it was in here, but I'm not sure where it is. Let me check over here. I don't think it's in here, but the other one that is also in here is The Star of Christmas. So, which I did have the case for, but I don't anymore. So yeah, this one, I'm kind of not really sure why we have this one, because we have the original, but doesn't really matter. So anyways, that's it for my VHS collection without cases, or my VHS collection children's titles video, and I will see you again sometime later in the week, because it is Sunday. So I'm going to upload this today, and I will see you again later in the week.